Time now for Tech Talk, and Kobe Sprikey and Chroma is here. WhatsApp's new communities tab has created a way for admins to message thousands. Let's get into that. There's also the bit about SpaceX just launching how to pay customers to the ISS. Here's everything you need to know. But let's get on those two before we get into more on a certain Elon Musk and how he's shaking the tech scene.
Yeah.
So on those first two issues, community, WhatsApp communities?
WhatsApp communities. So WhatsApp groups have become a nuisance for people like me and a difficulty for admins who have to admin.
The nuisance for us all. I mean, like 1,000 groups and they are constantly dropping stuff.
Every day. Like I have over 6,000 unread messages. Can you believe that? So imagine, and I'm admins for a lot of groups, and sometimes I have to send a message to one group and another group and all the other groups. And WhatsApp is introducing a feature that basically allows you to, as an admin, to administer multiple groups under a community. So let's say in multimedia, I belong to our Dome FM group, JoyNews.
It's a multimedia group.
So you have the multimedia group community, and then you have the subgroups under it. So the administrators who administer like multiple of these groups can now have tools to allow them to basically send bulk messages to all the subgroups at once, and then control all the subgroups under the community. But the advantage is for privacy reasons, subgroups cannot communicate with other groups. And if I don't,
so the subgroups still remain distinct in a way.
Yes. So it's like a subgroup under a bigger group. So you know what would be the best example? It's like those dolls, those Russian dolls that you
so you pick one, you can pick like 7 out
of one big doll.
Okay.
So you have that big bowl, the community, and then you have the subgroups in there. They're testing it. Some other users are trying out the features to see and then giving WhatsApp feedback so they can improve it. We're hoping that it has some added features that will allow us to control the talkatives in the groups.
Control the talkatives.
And the non-talkatives. You should see those.
What do you mean by long-talkatives?
The observers. Kick them out.
Masa, we are not in the classroom where the double punishment and
Kick them out. Why are you not talking? At the end of the year, you should purge them.
Some of us will not talk much, others will talk plenty. You need the balance.
Yes, much. It's understandable. Some people don't send one message to them in a group. They're lurkers in the dark. They're creeps. It should be removed.
Okay, so that is on WhatsApp.
Yes,
we'll see how that shapes out. But on the next one,
if you had $55 million, what would you do?
Go to space.
Oh yes, and that's what some people are actually doing.
Yeah.
They're
Go
taking
to space.
a visit to the international.
But let me just do this damage control here.
Oh, you said
$55
it.
million.
You said you go to space.
Me.
You said it. You'll go to space.
For where?
And whoever's going to give Ben $55 million, it's been said on record that he wants to go to space.
Like the person you go pay to, I will go claim the money.
They go pay him straight to space. We'll go to the space. Just like these millionaires who think that they've had enough of Earth, and they would like to see what outside of Earth looks like. So,
Sikabo, madam. I'm sorry, but Charlie.
It's a 10-day tour the ISS. And they're going to...
That's the International Space Center.
Station.
Oh, station,
Yes.
station
Going
rather
to
than
space,
center.
going to experience weightlessness, brushing your teeth in space, taking
and all of that for 55 million.
55, and then a return trip, you come back. It's not one-way ticket. You come back, So that's...
Give me the money.
Guess who
I can do so many things with
Guess
that.
who they're paying the money to?
Oh, Elon Musk now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And guess what he wants to do with that money?
Of all, how many were they who went? 10?
So there's 4 for now. For starters, there's 4. So 55 million each. So that's 110 million per pair. So 220 million per trip.
So 220 million
dollars
in his coffers.
Yes.
And then he's thinking of, purchasing Twitter.
Yeah. For 43 billion at $54.20 per share.
Okay, so in this instance, we're talking about 50 million. But in that instance, we are talking about some 43 billion. So it's quite a bit of money.
But the man
in
is worth 273 billion.
Yeah, almost 300 billion.
I mean,
come on.
If you got 273 billion, what's 43 billion to you?
But it's money.
To Elon Musk?
If you looked at it, if you look at Dangote's wealth, the top 10 in our, in Africa.
In our region.
Charlie.
It's a lot of money.
It's a huge bit of money. Hey, do you know how huge 1 billion, even 1 million?
I can't fathom it. I don't want to because I probably...
But someone will be sitting somewhere and say, look at these people, broke man talk.
We'll get there. I mean, Elon Musk is in my space, the tech space. Tech bros, we're making all the difference right now.
Right.
You're looking at the next billionaire, Every tech person is a prospective billionaire, and I'm one of them. So right now, y'all should be taking my autograph.
I am associating with you here.
Yes.
And hoping that someday you'll remember that we had the...
For $55 million. I won't give you the money. But Elon Musk says he wants to buy Twitter.
We also know that NFT of Jack Dorsey's... okay, so it has to do with Jack Dorsey's first tweet.
Yes.
And someone bought it for how much?
$6.9 million as an NFT.
$6.9 million.
Essentially a screenshot of Jack Dorsey's first tweet, just setting up my Twitter. And Twitter was written in TWTTR. And someone bought it for $6.9 million.
Was this person hoping to make some gains on the back of this? Like, you know, the first mover advantage, them things
yes,
you
he
purchase.
Felt that it's going to be a collectible, like a Mona Lisa, as he's likened it to.
Not lie.
It's a very, expensive piece of art.
What is expensive about that?
It's Jack Dorsey's first tweet. It's Twitter, and it's the first one.
You could have screenshot that and,
And he tried to sell it, and he's not even making $10,000 serve. Nobody's
so 6.9
million.
for...
And he said he was looking for 20 million, so he'll donate 50% of the proceeds to charity. But unfortunately, nobody's
yeah,
bid.
make the profits and then milk the system and...
Yeah, and then, beat the taxes.
There's such a thing as bad investments. I guess this is one of them.
And I mean, I'm sure our pallbearers must be having a laugh because they sold it for $1 million.
Oh yeah, it's interesting you bring that up because people have been bashing them for, sending 250,000 to Ukraine and all of that. I hear, do clarify for me, I hear there's a connection that the person who organized this is actually from Ukraine.
Yes.
And there were so it is not that out of their own they would have immediately gone.
Because there
were circumstances.
There's no way. The knowledge of NFTs in Ghana is quite limited. So it had to take someone who knew the space, understood it, and knew how to position them rightly to get this done. And then say, hey, I can help you get this, but in return, this is what you do.
I think fair is fair.
Fair is fair.
You get 3/4, I get a quarter for my people in Ukraine. So they pocket 750K. 750 by, how many are they? They are like 4?
Yeah, 4, yeah. Even if they decide to donate 100,000 and 150,000 to charity in Ghana, I'm just saying they still have 600,000 to divide amongst themselves, and that's 150 grand each. That's
cool money. Let's wrap on the police, thinking they are conducting an arrest. Reminds me of that song by Chameleonaire. You know the song. I'll not go there because of the wording, but Catch Me Riding. And they caught what?
An autonomous vehicle.
Self-driving vehicle.
Self-driving vehicle. So
the police do yawa.
Well, it was driving with the headlights off.
They do yawa, big yawa.
And they pulled over the car. You should see the video. It's very interesting. And the guy walks to the side. Imagine Ghana police stopping you. Massa, where's your... we'll be anti-car. So I ask, why is your light off? Where's your fire?
Where's your license?
Where's your license? Where's your triangle?
Ask the car.
Ask the car.
It's like talk to the hand.
And these cars are fitted with cameras and microphones and everything, and radar systems, so they can see exactly where they're going. So it doesn't need the headlights, but I mean, ideally, you should have your headlights on so people can see. Imagine in Ghana where...
Not in Ghana, but if I were in some other part of the world, this is something I would use to prank.
Yeah, and so they pulled over, and the car actually stopped because it heard the sirens and they saw the flashing lights, and it's been programmed that when you see these things, stop. So it stopped. And when the policeman came to it and realized no one, the policeman started going back, and the car realized that, okay, we're done here. It started to move, and the policeman like, hey. So it pulled over again in a safe spot. That's actually very, very good programming. It pulled over in a very safe spot
Charlie,
to attend to the policeman.
When we shall get there, that one, I don't know. Let's not hazard a guess. But thanks so much for coming to
autonomous driving car to Makola. It go shut down.
It don't go seat up. We go show them say...
Error. System override.
So Tech Talk with Kobe Spikey in Krova. We take a break now and return with business.